Welcome, Lucy. I'm glad we made some time. Would you like to put me in the picture with you?
Okay. Sure, it's quite a complicated story, but my sister's actually come to see one of your colleagues, and it's been so helpful for her. So I was really hoping maybe you could help me as well. Where do I start?
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. Well, maybe I can say that I'm just really, really unhappy at the moment. I'm in a really complicated relationship with my partner that I've been with for the past 8 years. We've got 2 beautiful children together. But I'm just so unhappy. Don't really think that it's a healthy relationship. I've tried so hard, done everything that I thought to do to make our relationship work, make our relationship better, but it just feels like nothing that I ever do is ever good enough.
Makes you feel inadequate?
Yeah, totally. You know, the conclusion that I've come to is that I'm just not good enough.
That's a hard feeling, to feel worthless.
Yeah, and it's so evident. So evident in every aspect. You know, just not a good enough partner, not a good enough mum, not a good enough sister, good enough daughter. Just
feels like there's a lot of demand on you.
To a degree, but I suppose isn't that same demand on everybody? Just, you know.
But it's overwhelming.
It is overwhelming. It's overwhelming, but I also think, you know, do I make it worse than it is? Am I even accurate in the way that I view things? Sometimes it's hard to even know what's true, what's not true, what's real, what's not real. Sometimes I really just think I'm cooked in the head. Don't know what's going on.
That must be very unsettling.
Yeah. Got all of these feelings about myself, about the world, about my children, about my partner, but I don't even know if I should be feeling them.
You have all these feelings?
Yeah. Am I good enough? Am I doing a good enough job? Does my partner appreciate me? Am I doing the best for my kids? You know, I'm so unhappy living in the Western Cape. Should I move to where I have family support in Joburg? You know, just, you know, so uncared for in my relationship with my partner. Feels like nothing I do is good enough. Like, you know, I'm just too much. All of me is just too much. But then I don't want to come to Joburg and make my problems, other people's problems. I don't want to be a burden. You know, they've got their own things carrying on. My mom, my sister, my dad.
What I'm hearing from you is that your partner relationship is really a struggle in which you're trying very hard and it doesn't feel like there's any progress being made.
Yeah, you know, tried all sorts of things.
It's a very painful, difficult relationship.
Yeah. Sometimes I even think it might be like emotionally abusive.
Okay.
But like I said, don't know what's true, what's not true. Just tried so hard, you know. One time he even convinced me to have a threesome with another woman. I agreed to it initially, that just messed me up.
It was an ordeal.
It was an ordeal. I thought it would be fine. I thought it was what he wanted. I thought it would make him happy. But it was just, it's hard to think positively about yourself when you're so confronted with somebody else. It's not yourself. It's not you. So different. So happy-go-lucky. Go with the flow. Easy does it.
Mm-hmm.
Yoga instructor. Beautiful. Everybody loves her.
That was very painful for you.
I think that broke me. I think that really broke me.
Broke you?
Trying my whole life to convince myself that I'm good enough. And everything in my world, everything in my environment, every relationship is just telling me that I'm not. And I'm so tired of fighting myself, trying to fight to convince myself that I am good enough, that I am worthwhile, that I am lovable. Tired of fighting.
I can hear your exhaustion. There's so many things that you've tried. It's really hard to feel better.
Yeah, but even my attempts haven't been good enough, have they? Try and try and try.
Your attempts?
My attempts at making things better, at being a better mom, at being a better partner, all the things I do to try and make things better, even those aren't good enough. It's quite funny, isn't it? Not good enough.
I can hear your despondence.
Yeah. And that's why I'm here, really.
Mm-hmm.
Really hoping that you could do something that could help me, that could fix me, could help my broken brain. That's really what it is. It feels like it's broken, doesn't work. Like everybody has a normal brain. Everybody's been given a normal brain. My brain is just stuffed. Doesn't work. It's broken. I just really need some help fixing it.
I can hear that you actually at your wit's end and feeling quite desperate.
Yeah. And sometimes I'm afraid of what I will do to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I hurt myself and I know that I shouldn't. I can't help it. Can't stop it. And then when I do it, I just think, what about my children? What about my children? This isn't the kind of example I want to set for them. This isn't the kind of mom I want to be for them. And then it just makes me feel more useless and more worthwhile. And like my feelings of being unlovable are so justified. Because they're beautiful. They're beautiful and wonderful, and they just need me to love them and be their mom and to give them the best of me, but I just can't do that.
It sounds like that can be very daunting sometimes.
Yeah. But isn't it daunting for everyone? Why is it such a struggle for me?
You feel very alone in how hard it is for you.
Yeah.
You feel quite alone in general.
Yeah. But I'm so petrified to let anybody see what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. What happens between these 2 ears?
It's very scary.
Yeah. I'm sure nobody would want to touch it if they knew.
It makes you feel quite defeated before you've even given it a try.
Yeah. Yeah. But boy, have I tried.
tried?
I've tried to just fake it till you make it. Do what you can. Do things you don't want to do just to make sure everybody else is happy.
That feels quite empty.
Yeah.
You feel quite empty. Is that right?
Like I've got to give, but there's nothing left, really.
There's no support and no nurture for you.
No. Maybe a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure, I know that my mum does love me, my sister does love me. My dad's also there for me to an extent, but, just don't want to be such a burden, such a mess. Such a mess. And I've been in Joburg, as you know, for a little while. And I've just been hanging out with some of my sister's friends, just trying to distract myself from everything that's going on. There's this guy that's been, just paying a little bit of attention to me. We knew each other from way back. And sometimes I just wonder, would things not just be so much better if I was in a different relationship? But I think about my children. What are the implications on them? It might be better for me, but although I'm not sure really. I'm not sure. I just don't know what to do.
I can hear you actually don't feel that you know which way is up these days.
Yeah.
And you don't actually know what is the right thing to try.
Yeah.
What is the right thing to do. What's real, what's not real.
Yeah.
What you need, how you feel. Who's there for you, who's not there for you.
Yeah.
It all just feels very untrustable.
Can't trust myself.
Can't trust the support.
No.
Can't even trust this potential solution. It all just feels so unstable.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you can lean on.
Yeah. Yeah. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do.
Trapping and demoralizing. So Lucy, what I'm hearing from you overall is that you're having a really difficult time in your life in general, and a lot of it's got to do with your partner relationship, in which there's a sense of inadequacy and worthlessness. And even the things you do try to please the relationship don't ever seem to touch sides for your partner.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that there's a feeling of constant demand from the environment for you to be a certain way and engage a certain way. And as much as you'd love to meet the needs of the environment, you actually feel empty inside and that there's nothing left to give. From that, you feel further worthlessness and undeserving, creating distance between you and the people around you, making you feel disconnected from them.
Yeah.
And once again, back to square one, feeling really helpless.
Yeah.
Have I got that accurately?
Exactly.
Is there anything I've missed out on?
I don't think so.
Is there anything further you'd like to share with me before we schedule our next appointment?
Nothing that I can think of right now. I'm sure things would come up, but we can get to them later.
Yes, we will. Okay, so let's draw the line here for today. I look forward to seeing you at our next appointment, and we'll take it together further then.